let's discuss this. What's going on, everybody? How are you all doing? You know I love to hear. Let me know. What is your favorite song currently, just period? Okay, now that it's been a little over a week since the Tortured Poets Department has come out, and I've finally been able to just listen to it on repeat for a hot minute now and really grasp some of the songs and vibe with the songs and attach to some of the songs, I thought I would talk about my top 5 tracks from the Tortured Poets Department, and this includes the anthology, so this is all 31. But I also want to talk about the runner-up tracks for me and just kind of talk about this album in general. So honestly, I don't know how many times I've listened to this album at this point. I just listened to it on repeat right now. It's like my new hyperfixation. I don't hyperfixate on a lot of stuff usually. Music is my biggest one that I do. So I was ready to hyperfixate on this. So I'm gonna go from number 5 up to my number 1. But before so, I want to talk about my 5 runner-ups. Honestly, this was hard to decide which were my favorites, which I wouldn't have in my top 5. And, you know, because there's 31 tracks, and honestly, they're all so good in their own right. But for my runner-ups, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. This one was hard to not include in my top 5 because it's really good, but I think it's one that I would not quite go to as often. I, again, really enjoy this one. I love the playfulness of it and just, you know, kind of the vibe of it. And it's one that gets in your head quite easily. But there are some better tracks, in my personal opinion, for me. Another one is I'm Gonna Get You Back. This one is similar in just, I like the playfulness of it. I enjoy, you know, the tune. It gets in your head quite easily too. But I thought that really was a close one. Next, The Prophecy. This one is one that is just it's kind of an out there one for me. Like, it's not one I think of a lot, but when I hear it, I'm like, this one. Which is also how I feel about my next runner-up, which is The Alchemy. This one, I don't know if I would choose The Alchemy or So High School, because, you know, they're in a way similar stories, I guess we could say. It's not, I wouldn't say they're the same vibe, but in a way, you know, kind of, and not even the same song, but like different. I think I like just kind of the overall theme of The Alchemy a little more. Final runner-up is Cassandra. This one honestly came out of nowhere for me. Honestly, I'm not one that I like songs that the titles are like people's names. I oftentimes feel like those are either such hit or misses. They're either boring to me or it's like, oh, tea. But Cassandra, I remember I was actually in Costco when this one hit me. You know, I was listening to the album as I was shopping and I was like, oh, this one, Cassandra, is my name track one, you know? Now that we got the runner-ups out of the way, let's start with my number 5, Fortnite. Okay, I know, you guys are probably like, the single, the feature, and it has nothing to do with Post Malone. Okay, I don't listen to Post Malone a lot. But Fortnite, I just really enjoy. Fortnite has kind of resonated with me because, you know, Fortnite is 2 weeks. And especially this year alone, I've noticed that in such short amount of period, a lot can happen. A lot can change. A lot can make you feel, you know, if you're interacting with someone and then, you know, and it only lasts 2 weeks, that still hurts so hard. Like, I've been there to a point of, oh my gosh, I really like this person, and then suddenly they're gone, and you're just like, what happened? And so this one really resonated with me, especially this year. My number 4 is Fresh Out the Slammer. This one was kind of one I feel like had to grow on me a bit more, but I just This is one that gets in my head quite a bit, you know, especially the chorus and everything. But I kind of like this idea that she had that, like, you know, you're trapped and you're stuck, and oftentimes a lot of us can feel that way, and you're just like, I don't know when I'm gonna get out of here, but oh, do I know what I'm gonna do when I get out of here? Do I know who I'm gonna call when I get out of here? And I feel like that again resonates with me, where I have been in this space in my life where I felt trapped. I'm like, I know exactly what I want to do. I know my goals. I know where I want to go, what I want to do. I just don't know how to get out of here to get to that point. But as soon as I'm out, oh, I know what I'm doing. So it really resonated with me, especially at this time. Do I feel as trapped anymore? Currently, no, thankfully. But like I get it. My number 3. This one is definitely one that grew on me. I didn't love it at first, but oh, did it jump up. But Daddy, I Love Him really resonated with me, especially me being gay. You know, there was someone very special to me growing up in high school, and honestly, this song is almost how that felt of, but Daddy, I love him, but you're not allowed to. You know, we're just gonna cover this up. We're not gonna talk about it. No, don't ever say that again. You know, you're not supposed to like that person in that way. You know, I mean, I couldn't even tell the boy at the time, you know, those true feelings. He might have learned, but, you know, this song was just like, whoa, like, different circumstances for sure, but just like one of those feelings of, I really like have such strong feelings for this person, and me, I wasn't out at the time. And, you know, I mean, in a way, I've had some of these other like different experiences, but in the same vein, you know, of like really liking somebody, but just it being like, no. Number 2, this one, wow, unexpected for me. Like, I didn't really pay attention to this one originally. I Look in People's Windows. Okay, this one it's a short one, but I love the tune of it. I love the vibe of it. And then I just like the story of it, where it's like you're longing for this different life, and you're hoping, you know, you can just get a glimpse of something from looking in someone else's windows. You know, you kind of long for this other life that you wish you had. You long for somebody that you hope you can catch a glimpse of. And, you know, honestly, like, the whole kind of imagery of this, you know, it's something that we all do, you know, at night when you're driving or even on a walk or something, and if people haven't closed their blinds, you're like, you can clearly see what they're doing. You can get a glimpse, just a small glimpse of someone else's life, as maybe you long for a different life than you have currently, until you can learn to appreciate and be grateful with your life and where you're at, and where you're going. My number 1, okay, this one became my favorite so fast, and listening to the album on repeat, nothing has ever topped it. But my number 1 is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. Wow, this one, again, really struck a nerve with me, because not only am I gay, but I have this heart condition. You know, I'm living with only half a heart, and so I've seen this firsthand in a different way than necessarily Taylor's talking about, but I've seen this firsthand where people are like, oh, okay, I hope you, good luck, I hope you well, but they don't want to attach to you, they don't want to get close to you, out of fear, in my personal, you know, way of it, out of fear of getting attached or close to you, and then something happening, and they got too close to you, that now they have a broken heart because I died, or I got stuck in surgery, or I this or that, you know. The dating scene for me personally has been hard, because a lot of people don't want to really attach themselves to it. They can't handle that scary what if heartbreak, that what if I'm gone in a month? What if I'm gone tonight? What if I'm gone in 5 years? They can't live with that what if, and so I kind of have lived this who's afraid of me? Who is afraid of me? On another hand, I've lived an interesting, different who's afraid of me, where people see me as this very innocent person, which kudos, I guess. I don't know. Is that a flex? And so they don't want to cuss around me, or they don't want to talk about certain stuff around me because that tampers my innocence. And it's like, try me, okay? You know, that goes both ways, you know, with my heart condition too, of people being like, well, I hope you well, and, you know, wow, you're so strong, you know, good luck. And it's like, I am. You want to see? You want to see how strong I am? Okay, let's go. You know, I've always had this determined mind of, as soon as someone tells me I can't, or I won't, or whatever, oh honey, they don't know what they just did. So yeah, those are my top 5 of the Torture Poets Department currently. Could they change? Possibly. But after a full first week listen, those are my top tracks, plus my runner-ups. I had thought about the, like, initial bonus tracks, you know, meaning the Manuscript, the Black Dog, the Bolter, and the Albatross. I think, personally, either the Manuscript or the Black Dog is my favorite between those initial 4 bonus tracks. But I don't know. None of those 4 bonus tracks really struck a nerve with me yet. I think again, out of all of them, probably the Manuscript, with the Black Dog being close second. So yeah, there is my current ranking of the songs of the Torture Poets Department. At least my top 5, not all of them. But let me know, what are your thoughts on the Torture Poets Department? What are your favorite tracks? I'd love to hear down in the comments below. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about music. I'm excited. I really want to find the rest of the vinyls if I can eventually. And I really hope she puts out the anthology on vinyl sometime, but you know, we never got the rest of Midnight's on vinyl, so don't hold your breath. But that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate all of y'all watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. Helps me out a ton. Tells the algorithm, hey, maybe this person is, like, worth a watch. And if you guys are new, press subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I mainly do vlogs with the occasional other videos. And that's gonna do it for this one. So until the next one, I hope you get to write that manuscript for yourself. Write it, don't just read it. And make your life how you want. I'll catch you in the next one.